Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'll explore the image gallery section for your Shopify store. So first of all, we need to go to our theme customizer, and then we can just choose the page where we'd like the section to be located. So keep in mind that you can actually choose any page that you'd prefer, but for our example, let's stay with the home page here. So next we go here to the add section, and we need to add our image gallery section. Okay, so now that we've added our section here, let's now click on it and see what we can do in here. Okay, so as we can see, we have these images here, and now let's just add the content to this section. So we click here on add image. Let's now add more and more, and keep in mind that we can only add up to 6 images. So no more than 6 images. So now let's click on the first one here, and here we can add the image or the video. And if we are adding the video, then keep in mind that the video will start on hover only on the desktop and has priority over image. So for example, if you add the image here and video here, then here the video will be displayed. So for this example right now, let's add the image. Here it is. Let's also add here, we'll add the video from our library. So you can only add videos and images that are in your store library. So now let's add one more image here, one more here, and the 2 images in these sections as well. So let's add this image here and the last one here. Okay, so now that we've added all our images, this is how the section looks like when we simply add the video and the images. So now let's also take a look at how the section looks like on mobile. So as you can see, we have maximum 6 images or videos, and on the mobile they are all stacked. As you can see, we have these 2 columns, and we have 3 rows and 2 images or videos per row. So now let's go back to the desktop and let's click on the section itself. So we can set up the overlay opacity. So right now we don't see this overlay, but once we add the link to the image, and then we'll see the hover and the overlay. We can also choose the overlay color, and we can also make the containers full width. So if this section isn't checked, then the container width will be set based on the group layout settings in the theme settings. So we can find these settings by going here to the theme settings, layout, and here as you can see, we've set the container width to medium. It's 1680 pixels. We can also change it to small and large. So unless here you take make full width, then the settings will be the same as in here. And the last thing here that we have are the desktop and mobile offsets for the top and the bottom. So if you want to have some space in between these section here, you just simply toggle it here. We've added some offset to the top. As you can see, we can do the same for the bottom, like here, and the same for the mobile. Okay, so now let's add links to these images so that we can test out the overlay. So we go to the first image here. Let's just scroll down to our section. So we go to the first image, and here as you can see, we can also add the icon and we can add the link. So keep in mind that you can add external and internal links. So if you want to link the image with your collections or products, feel free to do so by just choosing the product, for example, here, and adding it. Or you can also use this section to show off your social media, like Instagram, for example, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever. You can just simply add the link. So here I'm having this Instagram link here, and here we can just simply add it. And you can also choose the icon. So if you have in your store library the icon of Instagram, for example, you can of course add it. So let me just add this check here. And now we'll have the icon on hover here, and it will lead us to this link. So of course you can remove this icon, or you can choose any icon that you prefer, like the icons of the actual social media platforms. Or you can just simply add any icon, maybe the logo of your brand, for example. Just keep in mind that we recommend it to be 25 by 25 pixels. And you can add any link here, and you can also choose to open link in the new tab. So when the client clicks here, they will go to the new tab. So now let's save our changes. Let's just give the customizer some time to adjust to these changes, and then we'll go back and change these other images. So now, as you can see, when we hover, the overlay appears and we see the icon. So now let's open this second one. This is the video. And now we also need to add the link. So like we can add the link to the collection, for example. So let's choose this collection here. We can choose to add the icon or not add the icon. Now let's just save our changes in here. And then we just need to save them, and let's go to the next image here. So we have our third image in here, and for example, let's not add any links to this image so that we can see how the image in this gallery works without any links. So let's go straight to this one. Here we can also add the icon, or we can just simply add the link to the product or your blog, or maybe external link. Feel free to add any link that you'd prefer. We can also choose to open in the new tab, and now let's save the changes. And now we can go here in the image gallery and test out our overlay opacity. So as you can see, here we have these overlays. Here they are. We can adjust the opacity, so make it even darker. Like here, as you can see, the image is almost not visible. Or we can instead make it lighter so that we get this overlay, but the image is still visible. We can also change the color. Of course, you can adjust it to the whole aesthetic of your store maybe, or just choose simply the dark overlay, like with this black color here. Or you can just choose any color that you'd prefer. So for example, we can add this one, and as you can see, we get these colors overlay. So now let's save our changes, and now let's take a look at this section from the point of view of our store. So we go here to our store. Let's now scroll down to our section. This is the image gallery section here. And as you can see, when we hover on the video starts. So it only starts on the video in the desktop. And we can take a look at how it looks on mobile. So as you can see, we have this. And when we hover, the video starts only on desktop. So here we are, we have this video, it starts on desktop, on hover, and pauses when we are not hovering on this image, in this video. Here we have this image with the icon. We have this image that doesn't have any links, that's why we don't get the overlay. The same with these ones where we didn't add any links. And here, once again, we have just simply the image without the icon, but with the overlay. And since we've added the link, when we click on it, as you can see, we get the product. When we click on this one, the Instagram appears. So this is just how you add this image gallery section. You can also toggle it so that it's of course not at the bottom of your store. You can add it in between other sections. So just feel free to modify it as you'd prefer. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. We're always here to help. And don't forget about our theme manual, where you can also find all of this information in here. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Bye.